on stream. They're a little wonky. Whenever you are ready, warrior of light, full eager am I to gaze upon this great Wyrm. We must succeed in winning Hresvelgar to our cause. Lend me your resolve, Saint Shiva. I trust you are well rested, Leoki. Good. If we are to parley with Hresvelgar, we shall each have need of the full complement of our wits. Alright, Moghan. I see a dragon. I see a great Wyrm. Moghan is gaining meaningfully at the path to zenith. The campfire was so cozy. You must have fallen asleep, Kupo. But you feel how the winds have shifted? They will have borne Hresvelgar back to the skies above zenith. I'm sure of it. Yep, dragons and Moogles, hand in hand. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon him with the toot, that shiny horn. So, I'll be heading back now, if that's all the same to you. Good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. Morgan! We'll be fine. He probably won't eat us. Right. To Zenith we go. Well, it's almost daybreak in the game. That's very fitting. We are an hour away from sunrise. Oh. Just realized Luna's not in her bed. I don't know where she is. She had been super clingy all day. She finally went to get some peace and quiet on her own, I guess. Wow, it's so cool. How is the volume? I think I'm going to turn the music up a little bit. Hopefully not too loud. I don't know, I guess I like it a little bit louder. We are just up above the clouds. How is... It amazes me nobody's seen this before. Right, to the highest floor we go! Sun is coming up. Still, nobody's mentioned that thing yet. Must be whatever over there. This is a big zone. Wow. Didn't notice that. We barely explored maybe half of it. Wait, did I tune? I did. Okay. Up and 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 up. Ha! Ether current. I like that they put these like right in the story path. So you usually see them even if you have to go a little bit to get them. That one's just kind of right there. But So, this is the place. It is time, Warrior of Light. Let me resolve, Saint Shiva. Alright, are you ready? This is potentially a big moment. This was why we left Ishgard. All the journey to get here, all for this conversation. Alright, let's do it. Toot the horn, Lyoki. Whoa. Mortals, why do you disturb my solitude? Oh, it's a living great worm. Child of Midgard Solmer. Child of small annoying dragon.
Grace, Velga.
S in arm and arm.
To be fair, it is WYRM. But yeah, that is... Thought you said worm. Thou speakest the name of a creature that but awaiteth the release of oblivion. Leave me.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Well, so they can all hear him. Okay, or understand him.
Racevelga, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva.
Do not speak her name, mortal.
But speak it I must! I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Lis
Foolish girl. Thinkest thou my beloved spirit hath descended from the heavens? That the secrets of her heart are thine to know.
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Gullible fool. The light but illuminated the past for thee. It did not grant thee omniscience. The spirit thou hast summoned belongeth not to Shiva. 'Tis but a shade conjured by thine own fancy.
Is ni an il ankin, lis nesk nedigranan, eskian unkin nesh, ikin monesh
He's still going. In an age long past, mine own kin were guilty of like folly, beguiled by the Dark One's lies. They attempted to resurrect a king amongst worms, yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brood brother.
nesk esh ed
Bahamut.
easy lis nice.
Okay, so he knows that his brother Bahamut was resummoned as a primal. It's interesting. Such gods are not summoned, but created. Phantoms spun from the threads of misplaced faith.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Uh-oh. Feel like Ysael is not going to respond well to this. I hope that does not break her.
Tene, esh edi in eskin, non esi somi shisin shin.
Was but thy dream of Shiva. Thy soul hath been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child. Ysael.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelga, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far.
Yeah, I mean, primals are interesting, but yeah, at least as far as that goes, I mean, death has to have some meaning.
We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
Ten i el garin, kakole soin.
The tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death. And thou wouldst speak to me of peace.
Slosk star ishiste, stos in, asai innos.
Hark thee, mortal, to the naked truth. Then tell me thou deservest forgiveness. Uh-oh. Flashback? Oh, snap. Okay. 1200 years ago, my beloved Shiva's sacrifice served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation.
Fia aini kinu, losken stari straridran, lar hesneshnel.
2 centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Elezen learned much about us, not least that the eyes of a great worm are the wellspring of his strength.
Toha maftar, feskdu for one istrasi, or nis el eshtaithon.
It was out of the selfish desire to possess this strength that King Thordan then conspired to undo all that our peoples had achieved together.
Sai if in ned, or ratatoska, stray
With the aid of his leal knights, that most noble of Elysin lured my brood sister Ratatoska into an ambush, and took from her that which he craved.
Seski anuman lisna, kasea, telened moniken, eskian,
That's pretty messed up. Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger, of my brood sister's tattered corpse, defiled by her Elysin allies. They had torn out her eyes, and feasted upon them in the manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all, for from their bloody banquet the fiends had gained strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now, I labor to comprehend the enormity of their betrayal. So the truth of Ishgard comes out. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies, hungry for vengeance. But though he slew Thorin and some of his knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears, and with now practiced savagery, they set about my brood brother, sending him flailing from the field. Such is the truth the Holy See would kept hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song War. "'Tis a song my kind shall ne'er forget. E'en should 10,000 years pass, and Ishgard crumble into dust."
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
Bro, Estidian. I mean, that is going against everything you ever grew up and believed in, but he was there. Yeah, I mean, kinda sounds like Ishgard sucks. What thou choosest to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts mine every waking moment is no less than the truth to my kind. And Nidhogg meaneth for Thordan's people to suffer for this sin till the end of days. Oh. Is he missing an eye? Did we know that? It's definitely missing, right? I didn't notice that at first. Interesting. Definitely looks... Just looks like a black hole to me. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a better or closer angle of it. That which thou imaginest a war of extinction is but a punishment, a siege of the spirit. Hast thou not seen those who tire of the torment, those who abandon their own, and side with dragon kind? All dragons are pirates!
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Indeed. Okay, that one's definitely there. I think that's... I want to see the other side. Know that all the traitor's progeny bear a trace of Ratatoska's essence. But a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it. That's how that works. Okay. I mean, that is how I acted. Yeah. I know the actual answer. Yes, but that was something I noticed the first time I was playing through this cutscene. Sounds like all of Ishgard. Cause yeah, anybody that can... Right, cause what it's saying... is that anybody who has even like a drop of Ratatoskar's essence from those original people who slew him, when they, I guess, drink even a drip of blood, that's what turns them into dragons. So that's how all those heretics were turning into dragons. It was dragon blood. So, like, and only Ishgard people would be affected by it. That was like back in A Realm Reborn, I think. Because there was that person who was trying to frame that like really sweet kid, and they were framing him for being a heretic, and we like cornered him, and yeah, like they all turned into dragons that we had to slay. And I think that was the first time we saw Ysael. I think she was like hanging out on a cliff above us watching what happened. But yeah, when there was definitely a thing where when heretics were exposed, they turned into kind of like bipedal dragons that we had to defeat. But yeah, that was probably like level 40, 42, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, you would have definitely played through it already. But yeah, that explains how that works. That's crazy. I actually went back and expanded on that.
Then, The seed lies within us.
Yep, you are all descendants.
Ros esh idran, oloson inizek, non nish I espdiedran wa ulwa, skola es, alakin el andranken, mondo.
They are showing this one side of the face a lot. Notice they are not zooming in on the other side. "'Tis for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with the drink, and thus are they transformed to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army as newborn dragons. One by one, through death or defection, my brood brother shall account for all of the betrayer's children." What if they leave Ishgard? Aren't they still passing that seed
Ye
along?
gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon.
There we go.
I
didn't know he
imagined
said
it some
that.
manner of Dravanian enchantment.
Yep, and Alphino is there too. I also remember that, Alfie.
But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain!
Yep, we might have slain a lot of Ishgardians. I mean, either way, they're living creatures. It's not like other dragons or wild beasts. But still.
War ulmon alaan as drao.
There will always be some, of course, who choose to fight until the bitter end. Like thee, Dragoon.
Kawol smaim, kol su thrahal seskmoni, se'an inkinizeg.
But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigor will be spent ere thou reachest 210, and Nidhogg shall remain to torment thine offspring. They're not zombies, but that is one way that he grows his army. Yes. Basically, any Ishgard that has Radatoskar's blood, when they are exposed to other dragon, or I guess it has Radatoskar's essence and power, when they're exposed to dragon blood, transforms into a dragon themselves. I guess you can consider it kind of a zombie transformation, but not really. They don't die, they just turn into a dragon because of the power of dragon kind that they have. There kind of was a missed opportunity to have there be a zombie dragon, that is true. If Hildy was descended from Ratatoskar.
Why Nidhogg did not simply raise Ishgard to the ground.
There you go.
Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance, an eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
Okay, I'm kind of anti-Team Nidhogg again. That's pretty messed up. Can kind of understand it, but to basically torture an entire country of people for 1,000 years, that's a little much.
Ice in Draho. Alec Inia in.
Thou hast the right of it, Dragon Slayer. Comprehendest thou now the futility of thy quest?
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Ja an. Lies as an in la tu ole in an res isu.
Stubborn child, thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp.
Nick du set in story. No star no lease as dui for in.
'Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetrate the crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee. Okay, if they didn't perpetrate the crime, why are they being punished for it then? Your own logic doesn't even make sense.
An easy ultran as nisek for. In lie as nesh ian iratatoska.
For a worm such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of the present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Ratatoskar's wounds. How could he not be driven mad?
In sith som ishi eskfa ulgar los an.
That's a cool shot. 'Tis only by the calming embrace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me.
Snosk for an, non an lis I an. Skål lens an. Skål.
But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone. That could have gone a little bit better. What false god is this Shiva? What phantom have I welcomed into my heart? Oh. Everybody is having an existential crisis right now. Sail's broken because she's not actually Saint Shiva reincarnated. Everything Estinian knew was a lie. Alphino's mission of diplomacy completely failed. It's a tough time right now. As predicted, Iceheart's faith in the worm was misplaced, which leaves us with but one recourse. You know I have the right of it, Warrior of Light. Hresvelgar was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power. The will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths we have learned served only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. A change in music caught me off guard. Okay. Leveled up! Yay! It's like the most depressing level up ever. Alphino is considering your party's next course of action.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
Is that the dark shadowy thing that I keep looking at?
You cannot still mean to slay him.
Do you have another
You cannot still
option?
mean to stop me. I have been true to my word and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr.
Kind of with Destinian. I mean, we
But
gave it
your
a
efforts
shot.
at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the
Yeah,
tale of our ancestors'
blunt.
vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay,
That's
ladies,
fair.
I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Wyrm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And with two Azure Dragoons working in unison, who can say what might be possible?
He acknowledged we're an Azure Dragoon!
But such speculation
Let's
is
go.
meaningless if we cannot even find
That's a
the
cool
worm.
touch.
Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
I did not play through this as a Dragoon the first time, so that's the first time I've heard that. That's so cool. We're actually an Azure Dragoon!
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
I mean, we tried.
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
I'm so torn. I mean, they're not even coming to the table to negotiate. Like, what other option do we have? How can you make peace with someone that only wants to kill you? So I'm a little worried about this line.
That I should be
So-
blinded by my own lies.
It's okay.
Everything I believed. Everything I thought I was. Gone. All gone.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Bro, Justinian's so brutal. Pour your sail. Just gonna leave her the top of the sky alone. I'm sorry, Sail. Wish I could help you. Can I jump off here? I can't. Okay. Cannot jump off that one. Guess we're heading to the Eyrie. How you feeling, Ghost? Azure Dragoon. Okay, sounds good. But yeah, I'll try to wrap up at midnight. Oh, I can't jump off that. Come on. So used to flying. Speaking of which, 891 yams to the northeast. Is that where we're going? Is that the Eyrie? I could see that being Nidhogg's lair. That would make perfect sense. Definitely seems like we're heading that direction. Moogles! Moogles. A journey through the churning mists. Defeat enemies as you continue to search for the Eyrie. How do I get here, I wonder? So, it's through this way? Dinosaur! I also find it really funny that, just like, yeah, they're just dinosaurs in the sky. When you pierce the veil of the heavens, there are Moogles, and dragons, and dinosaurs, and that's it. I guess some elemental things. Did not mean to attack you, Windsprite. I am sorry.
Yeah!
It's a blue quest. Moon-eyed Moogle. Hello. I think we found it. Stinian. Pray tell me I am wrong.
Is that it?
I believe so. Wow.
Aye, that would be the Eyrie. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
Oh no, the pirate, if that thing came flying through the sky at me.
Once barred our entrance to the primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated.
If that thing could move and start flying towards me, I would be terrified. They would definitely be able to pirate whatever they wanted. Like, I'm getting out of here. We doing the same trick?
Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland.
Sid!
It will be just like the
We
good
need
old
more
days,
Sid.
no?
Ah, yes. Good old days of fighting Garuda. Fetching like 10 wind aspected crystals or whatever it was. If our only remaining recourse is to violence, then we should seek out the swiftest path to victory. With every moment we hesitate, Ishgard's prospects grow bleaker. Dude. Not wrong. I think he kind of loves it, though. He also has a way of finding himself in some crazy situations. A force of sufficient power to break through a primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the Eyrie. And I can offer no better solution. Pray, consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well. On the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I am not so selfish as that. Contact me by link pearl when your preparations are complete. We shall set forth from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back at St. Retine's Forum, Lyoki. From what I gleaned of the Holy See's decidedly ambitious airship project, Sid will still be in Ishgard. Came all this way. I did attune to the Aetherites, right? Yes, okay. I do not want to have to run all the way back through all those zones. That was quite the journey we went on. But now it is time. Back to Ishgard we go. Somebody made a Y'shtola character. Okay. Y'shtola rule. Last you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing, or mayhap even the Sky Steel manufactory. But let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is who? Sir Emmerich would seem the obvious choice. There's no guaranteeing he will be able to grant us an audience at short notice. I have it! Count Edmont's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy See's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Emelion is about. Oh no, we have to talk to Emelion. Now I'm gonna have an anxiety attack. Anybody here? Oh good, you're here. We were fortunate to find Lord Emelion at home. The tavern keeper's loss is our gain. When it comes to exchanging information of uncertain origin, Lord Emelion is something of a prodigy. Alright. Yeah, please tell me we don't have to take him with us. If he can stay here, totally fine. Maybe he'll be useful this way. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old girl? Well, I trust. In search of a Sid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I here has been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. It would seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing. Yes, I thought as much. Come, Leoki, we must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Alright. Sid! 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 We need you. Man, Hayley's been so quiet today. Where's the airship landing? Hey! Sid! Fish God comes under attack, we'll have to get out of the city pretty sharpish. Don't much like the idea of leaving a job half finished, though. What's that? There are dragons coming? Sorry, can't talk now. Have to finish this job and get out of here. Yeah, maybe Alphino should have just stuck with his gut on that one. Could have at least walked by there before going to Mr. Gossip. Liuki, Alphino. Oh, sorry. How fare you both? Greetings, Master Garland. I am sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. Another wind barrier? You say was conjured by Nidhogg? The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravanians would fly rings around her, and if they took it into their hands to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. There must be something we can do. Some manner of weapon we could employ. Stinian stands vigil at the edge of the churning mists. We do not know how much longer. Alright. I didn't say it was impossible. Said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge. It's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. Yaha! Yahoo! It's probably best if I let the lad show you. Come on, the manufactory's not far. Classic Lyuki nod. We got one. Wouldn't be an MSQ stream without it. Also, this is Sid's idea of not far. We are in the northeast of the upper level. He wants us to go to the southwest of the lower level. The ship being not far is like the farthest point away in the city that you can get from where we were. These Guardians have granted us the use of a small corner of their workshop. All part of the agreement. I think you'll see we've made the most of the space. They all want to build bigger, but we know where the future is headed. Ah yes, the Sky Steel Manufactory. As I recall, this workshop is primarily devoted to the construction of dragon-slaying weapons. A little project's just inside. Oh, you're going to like this one. Right, we'll probably wrap up after this cutscene.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
Is this the first time he's had a voice line? I don't remember hearing his voice before. It was a little bit more than I expected. A mana cutter. Let's go!
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Also not exactly what I pictured his
Impressive
voice
little
as.
thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them.
Oh, Sid's so proud. Oh my gosh. Stop it.
They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
Oh, Sid.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
I don't know. Can't come on the keyboard right now. You're gonna skip the cutscene. Yeah, it's a little scary sounding. Definitely not a prototype one, that's for sure. I would be a little worried. Well, we know an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether, that's for sure.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
That's maybe helpful.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while
I don't
before
know.
this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
Who's there? Tataru! Oh, that can't be good.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
Now? We're a little busy. kind of a lot
It
going
seems
on.
you're required elsewhere. Leave the Mana Cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds.
Okay.
You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Rauban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
I completely forgot about anything that wasn't Ishgard. I'm not gonna lie. Used to have entire faction of missing scions. No, what are you doing? You just want to cuddle no matter how it works. Completely forgot about Garlemald. Completely forgot about the Sultana and Lolorito. Oh man. I feel like I just got like my first day back to work after a vacation. Just remembered all the emails I have to catch up on. There's so much we still have to do. Are we just gonna leave Estinian standing in front of the Aerie staring at it while we go back to Ul'dah? It would feel really bad if that's what happens. But guess we'll find out tomorrow or next time, whenever it may be. We can wrap up there for the night.